Next we have Multicam, which is one of the military patterns that's pretty common, although it's a little expensive compared to some other patterns. Uh, Multicam is designed to reflect your surrounding environment. It's meant to be a very versatile camo pattern. It is designed to take on the color of the environment you're in. So if you're in a green environment, it'll appear green. If you're in a tan environment, it'll take on more of a tan appearance. It's designed to disguise volume and shape, balance, scale, and contrast, and designed to work at all distances, where some of the digital patterns at closer distances appear very blocky. Multicam's designed to work even at close distances. Moving to our wooded test environment, the observation from the spotters is that this is a pattern that was very difficult for them to see me in. It was one of those patterns that many times they just had no idea where I was at. It's clear that it was designed to work with humans. Switching to what an ungulate might see by removing the red channel to simulate it as best as we can, our opinion is that it seems like it would work very well for ungulates. Switching to our grassy test environment, it's interesting to see how the multicam pattern does take on kind of the color of the surroundings, especially if I take advantage of some existing cover to help conceal myself. I became very difficult for the spotters to pick out where I was at. Once again, doing the best we can to simulate what an ungulate might see, it appears as though this pattern would still work for ungulates as well. So it is a versatile pattern. Moving to our rocky hillside test environment, the pattern worked really well. Even though it doesn't have the big high contrast macro patterns to break us up, it was still an effective pattern in this environment as well. With our motion study, we're testing how multicam handles moving in and out of light and shadows, and does the pattern do a good job taking on the shadows and blending into the environment. And the observation from the spotters is that it does a very good job. As with the other camo patterns that we tested, with multicam you have to be careful not to allow yourself to be hit by direct sunlight. Okay, some key learnings based on our observations. Multicam is a versatile pattern. It worked well in the wooded and grassy test environments, perhaps not working quite as well as patterns like Optifade Open Country or Bias in the rocky hillside test environment, but it took shadows very well and seemed to be effective at all distances. Just like with all the patterns we tested, camouflage is more than just wearing a pattern. It's also something you need to participate in by understanding how the camo pattern you are wearing works in the environment you are in. And we'll talk more about that in our summary video, so be sure to watch that.